Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Onibaba, and this is a Japanese flick from 1964. Just to let you know, I love all Japanese movies from 60s and 70s, especially the pink ones. This one's kind of like a pink horror flick. I don't know, it's weird. It's like psychological terror, I guess. Beats me. I don't know how to categorize this. It just kind of stands on its own. And I was reading about this movie in the Psychotronic video guide. Let's see what Mr. Weldon has to say about Onibaba. He says, William Friedkin, I don't know who that is. William Friedkin says that he was inspired by the scary faces in Onibaba to do The Exorcist. So I guess this was kind of one of those foreign movies that got ripped off by Americans, or North Americans, I should say. If that's the case, I don't even know who William Friedkin is, but yeah, kind of like Hot Bubblegum ripping off Porky's, and Hot Bubblegum getting ripped off by Porky's, and the other movie, The Last American Virgin. So that was kind of interesting. I love this movie. I gave it 5 stars. Onibaba, and it's got a couple of hot-looking Japanese babes. The older one has hairy armpits and hirsute eyebrows. Not too hairy, it just looks like she wasn't shaving at the time. If you watch the bonus features, the director comments that they're topless throughout the whole movie, which is pretty much the case. I mean, they wear these robes that are open most of the time. You can kind of see their boobies, and then when they sleep, they disrobe the top part. And there's even one scene where the younger one kind of runs around fully naked, and you get to see her pubic hairs for a split second in her arse. So that was cool. I don't know how they got around the Japanese censors on that one, but actually I thought the older babe, the 45-year-old, was hotter. The director mentioned in the bonus features that she had kind of saggy boobs, and but I thought her boobs were more attractive than the younger 20-something chubby girl. And I thought her nipples looked better. Dang, I would have gone for her instead of the young girl, but hey, that's just me. That's my personal preference. So anyway, it starts out with these two women. The 45-year-old, I guess, is the mother-in-law, and the 20-something chubby girl is the daughter-in-law, and they've been living together because the 45-year-old son, or the daughter-in-law's husband, has been off in war. This takes place in 14th century Japan, apparently, with the warring states during that time period. Dual emperors, I guess. So there's a lot of battles going on. There isn't much farming available because I guess the land is being burned to the ground. So not much farm stuff going on. So these two ladies are forced by necessity to kill wandering samurais who are going AWOL, steal their body armor and their swords, and sell it to some greedy old dude. I think his name is Ushi, for millet, and that's what they used to eat. So it's kind of like a barter system, kind of interesting. I guess they didn't have money at this time, or at least they were reduced to bartering. Um, yeah, so that was kind of interesting. And then all of a sudden, some dude comes knocking on their hut, and the dude was friends with the husband or the son, whichever the case may be. I guess they were battling together, and turns out the son or the husband got killed, and that's why he didn't come back with the dude. So the mother was pissed at this dude. His name is Hachi, by the way. He's kind of scruffy looking dude, and the mother is kind of grumpy. She's kind of funny when she talks, like she's mad all the time. She keeps saying, "Where's my son? Where's my son? Why didn't you bring him back?" And then the dude starts hitting on the younger babe. I would have hit on the older babe, but I guess he likes chubby young women. So eventually she's kind of shy and not really falling for his flirtations. Like he tries to be macho and catches a fish, and he's trying to show it off like this big fish on a stick. So that doesn't really impress her. Then eventually he says, "Hey, come over to my hut when your mother-in-law is asleep." And so every night she keeps running over to his hut, and they keep having like these these outbursts, like lustful expressions of joy. And while she's running through I should say they're throughout the movie you see these large grass fields, like 8 feet high or whatever, and so she's running through these grass fields to him, and later on in the bonus features, the director mentioned that depending on how the grass sways in the wind, that's supposed to be like their sexual emotions. It's supposed to symbolize something. I didn't catch that when I was watching the movie, but it was pretty cool how he filmed the grass swaying in the wind. This movie is in black and white, by the way. So it kind of adds to the surreal aspect of this movie. I saw a review, somebody even compared it to Eraserhead or something. Or I guess that was a comment in the YouTube trailer. But I'll definitely post the trailer in the description box down here, and cool. So getting back to the story, she keeps running to this dude's hut. The mother-in-law hates this dude because she's worried that he's going to marry her and take her away from the hut, and then they won't be able to kill samurais together, and she'll starve. So she keeps telling him to stay away. She even offers her body to him, but he's not interested. This dude is dumb. I get the feeling like he's not too bright, and I would have taken her offer if I was in his shoes, man. I would have been all over that. But he refuses. He just says, "Too bad. She's in love with me. We're friends, and there's nothing you can do about it." There's not much dialogue in this movie, by the way. It's mostly a visual movie, which is kind of cool. I guess that's why people compare it to Eraserhead. But Yeah. So the next thing that happens is some samurai dude comes to the 45-year-old lady's hut while while the 20-something is like shacked up with Hachi at night. She goes trying to follow her, but some samurai dude like puts his sword through the straw hut, and and so she gets all scared. He comes in with this demon mask, which is actually the name of the movie. Onibaba actually means literally demon woman, at least I think it does. And I guess that's how people compare it to, or at least this Michael J. Weldon dude compares it to Exorcist. So, yeah, demon woman, devil girl, it's kind of similar. So there's that, and he asks the 45-year-old comely-looking hirsute woman with tiny, saggy, kind of mosquito breasts to come help him find the way north because he's lost in the grass field and he doesn't know his way out. He's one of these absconders from war, and so she doesn't like him neither. She thinks he's one of the dudes that killed her son in battle. At first she's reluctant. She says, go find it yourself. But then he starts getting aggressive with her, and then she gets all scared. So she shows him the way. There's this hole, by the way, in the grass field where they dump dead bodies. It's kind of like a really deep hole, deep dark hole in the middle of a grass field, I guess. They usually run over it, or I mean, not run over it. They jump over it, or they dump their victims in there. So there are a bunch of skeletons and stuff on the bottom. So she kind of tricks the samurai dude with the demon mask, and she jumps over the hole while he falls in it and breaks his neck or breaks his back or whatever. So he's on top of these skeletons. She goes inside the hole later. Like she hammers a pole, and she uses a rope to go down the hole to take off his mask, because he kind of tricks her and tells her that he's the most handsome man in the world, and he has to look gruesome in battle. That's why he has to wear this demon mask. So she goes down this hole, and she pulls off the mask. It's like glued to his face, kind of like Black Sunday. Reminded me of Black Sunday. So she's like ripping off this mask, and she discovers that his face is all bloody and kind of messed up, like disfigured. So she's kind of laughing. Yeah, most handsome man in the world. I wanted to see your face because I've never seen a face like that before. I've never been that lucky, and look at you, you're all disfigured, that kind of thing. So then she starts using the mask to scare off the 20-something, her daughter-in-law. She starts scaring her with all these Buddhist tales, like you're going to go to hell if you have sinful sex outside of marriage. Kind of like Judeo-Christian value, like a conservative nut Buddhist version, I guess. And then she starts wearing this demon mask, like this demon is haunting her in the grass field whenever she goes running out to Hachi. And it's weird because whenever she runs out, you hear this cooing noise from pigeons. That was kind of interesting. And the soundtrack from this is great Japanese music. So that's about it. I'm reaching the end of the story, and I don't want to spoil the end for you. You just have to see it to find out what happens at the end. But I enjoyed this movie very much, gave it 5 stars, and that's the end of my review too. I guess the next one I'll review is Hot Bubblegum, which is what I mentioned earlier in this video. So cool. Or maybe I'll review Dagon. I guess it depends on which one, when my Netflix comes in the mail. And I'll start doing a lot more movie reviews this week because I'm kind of in between jobs. I just finished my temp assignment. I'm waiting to start my permanent job. Alright, so laters everybody. Have a good day.